What's going on, guys? Greg Bear here of Greg's Halfling Garden channel, and in today's video I want to show you step by step how I plant onions by seed instead of buying onion sets. With that being said, roll that intro. Okay, what you're gonna need is, of course, some kind of soil medium. I use Black Gold Natural Organic. It has a really tiny amount of fertilizer and it's made with some great ingredients. I get this at my local Agway. You might not have an Agway, but I think Home Depot sells it as well. Great soil. I think it was like $8 for this 1 cubic foot bag. I also use Pro Mix for a lot of my stuff because it's cheap. Just add a little fertilizer in it and it grows very well in that too. And next, you're gonna need your onion seed of choice. Of course, I buy most of my stuff from Baker Creek. This year I'm trying these yellow sweet Spanish onions. Bought 2 packs, got about 600 seeds total, they say. Give these a try. And last but not least, this is gonna be a little more expensive than you probably wanna spend, but I went on Amazon and I bought these. These are 128 plug trays. 5 of them for $24 with free shipping. If you're lucky, maybe you can find these at a store and you won't have to buy 5. I'm only gonna use 2 of them, honestly, because that'll be plenty of onions for me. Oh yeah, these are pretty awesome. Give you a size perspective here. Yeah, they're only about that deep. It's about 1.5 inches and about 1 inch wide on each hole. So you don't want to start your stuff a little too early. Just early enough, because obviously these things can get outgrown pretty fast if you do start them too early. Only problem I'm seeing so far is they aren't very deep. Let me get a tray here. So when you get in the middle here, the plug's only going to go down to about here, so you get a little bit of sag in here, so you can prop it up with something in the middle. It's not a huge deal, but you know, that's the biggest complaint on Amazon on the reviews, is they're a little short. Alright, obviously our next step now is to fill this up with our soil, so let's go. And of course, with these plug trays, if you buy a soil that is clumpy or has bigger pieces of like not broken down wood, stuff like that in it, it's going to be a little harder to fill these, so this might take a little longer than your normal 6x6 tray or whatever. So let's see how this goes. It's not horrible, it's like any other tray. Just throw it on top, spread it around. Alright, let's make a time lapse out of this. And next step, we gotta water this down. So because this has peat moss in it, the soil is going to be a little hydrophobic, which means it repels water until it kind of absorbs it. So if you put the seeds in first and then watered it, all your seeds would just get washed away. So you definitely want to water this first, give it a nice soak, and then put the seeds in, and you'll be all set. It's going to be a little bit of sinking, of course, after you water these, but should still be enough soil in here to get the seeds in. All right, let's water. Of course, this takes a lot less time than doing your bigger trays. There's way less soil in here to have to wait and let it absorb and everything. So this is a super easy process. And we're done. before I get started planting, just want to show you the size of these seeds here. I got a little pen here. So there, yeah, they're about the size of a tip of a pen here. They're pretty small. You can get one of those seed planting things from your local, I think Home Depot sells them too. They kind of look like a spike with a circle on the end, and you put the seeds in and it kind of shakes them out slowly. Not a huge fan of those. I've always done it by hand, even with small seeds like this. If I just get my fingers a little damp, I can pick up quite a few at a time and then kind of sprinkle them as I go. That's my method, which I'll show you as soon as I start planting. So there's the seeds. Let's start planting. All right, got the first tray planted. I'm not going to bore you guys with planting the second tray, so now we can just focus on all we need to do here is press the seeds in. The packet says they need to be about a 1/4 inch in, so here, just press these down a little. We should be okay. Then we can just throw saran wrap over here, and then I'll take you guys upstairs and show you the light setup, and we will be done with this video. Alright, I will see you guys upstairs under the lights. Here we are at the light setup. This is a shelf from Sam's Club. It was like 70 bucks, well worth it. Super easy to put together, completely adjustable. And these are my lights. I don't want to go into too much detail. I'm actually going to do a video about how I built this whole frame and everything. But yeah, these are just shop lights from Sam's Club. I know people are going to say, you got to use grow lights, you got to use full spectrum lights, but I've been using these for 4 years now, and they work just fine. It's not like I'm actually growing fruit under these things. I'm just using them for a couple months and then throwing everything in the garden, so it's fine. Got the onions under here. I got it down at the lowest setting here, and I'm going to run these for probably 12 to 16 hours a day. Get them nice and warm, and the seeds should definitely pop up within a week. And last but not least, the most important part is I use one of these emergency blankets. They're between 10 and 20 bucks, depending on which one you get. Just don't get the one that's like literally a cellophane pouch. Spend a little more, get the durable one like this. It has a nice foil back, and it does have some R value to it, and it reflects light in on the sides. It's just a win-win overall. Normally this room will probably range from 66 to maybe 68. With this and the tiny bit of heat that comes off of these, I can get these up to 80 degrees all the time when the lights are on. So super effective for really good germination. The germination rate on these seeds was only 85%, so you probably didn't notice, but I was actually sprinkling 2 or 3 seeds in some of the little inserts here just in case some of them didn't pop up, so I could spread them out and still have all the seeds I want, which would be 256 plugs, which is more than enough for me, my mom, and some to sell at the produce stand. And I think that covers about everything. If you're new to growing seeds, yeah, putting cellophane on these, definitely a win. You don't want to do it for probably more than a week, or you'll start seeing mold on these. So after a while, just take the cellophane off. Of course, you got to keep these nice and damp, and of course definitely want above 70 degrees for really good germination and good light. So we got all that covered. I think that covers about everything. So I got a couple new videos coming up. I got a film still. Gonna do a video on building this. Gonna do a video on planting my peppers. Gonna do a video on all the other seeds I got for this year. And of course, doing a video on fixing my greenhouse. Got a lot of videos coming up, hopefully. Weather's really turning around now. It's about 45 today. It was 50 yesterday, so things are really turning around. Spring fever is going to start anytime now. And with that being said, if you like this video, definitely consider giving it a like. If you want to see more, definitely consider subscribing to the Greg's Halfling family. Become one of my halflings. And of course, turn on that notification bell and make sure it's set to notifications on always. And I hope to see you guys next video. Greg Bear out.